All right, so we're going to do number 1. And with this one, we're calculating enteral feedings, it looks like. So the best thing to do is look at the question first and get to know the question. So we're looking at, we need to calculate the amount of formula needed for the patient. So we're going to assume the patient requires normal amounts of protein. That's your 0.8 kilograms per day. And we should always round to the nearest whole number. So always remember to round to the nearest whole number for pretty much every formula that you're going to do. I put some calculations already, or some numbers already on here. So once you get to know the question, you read the question first, then you start picking out numbers and writing them down. That seems to be the easiest way for me to do it. So the patient weighs 62 kilograms, and the formula provides 48 grams of protein per 1,000 mLs. And we need to find out how many mLs a day are needed for these patients. So we have this number here. So I'm going to move to the next slide. Whoops, it already has pre-stuff on here, so actually I'll erase that. Okay. All right, so now let's set up our equation. So calculate the amount of formula mLs per day for these patients, and it's 0.8 milligrams per kilogram per day, and the patient's 62 kilograms. Now let's just say you had no idea what the kilograms were. How would you get that? You would take the pounds and divide by 2.2 to get your 62 kilograms, or 62 times 2.2 will give you your pounds. So let's set it up this way. We're going to do 0.8 grams. Let's make our ratio here per kilogram per day, right? And then we're going to do the kilograms here. I always do the cross multiplication. So 62 kilograms here. This would actually be a 1 per 1. And we're going to times it by, let's do the 48 grams of protein per 1,000 mLs. So grams is already over here, so I'm going to put it at the bottom. So 48 grams, 1,000 mLs. All right, so now let's do this calculation. So how are we going to do this? So this will cancel out. Kilograms cancel out. Okay, so it's basically what you're going to do is 0.8 divided by 48. Because you have your 0.8, this is already canceled out, that's canceled out, and you have your 48, so let's do that. That's going to equal your 0.0166. Okay, and then you're going to times it by your 62 and 1,000. And that's going to give you 1,033 mLs per day. Now, just remember, I'm going through this, and everybody does their math calculations or formulas a little bit different. But to give you some easier way to figure it out, read the question first, write your numbers, and try to figure out how you're going to put it in the formula. Where are you going to cancel things out, and what are you trying to get? Because remember, you have to divide the 0.8 by the 48 first, the grams there. Then you can go ahead and times it by your kilogram per mLs, because that's what you're trying to figure out.